The posters show faces of turkeys forcibly disappeared. Amongst the youngest, a 13-year-old shepherd called Davut. Relatives say he and others vanished while in custody of security forces. For 1,000 weeks, the Saturday Mothers, named after a similar campaign in Argentina, has held a silent vigil demanding to find out what happened to their relatives. Hanife Yildiz is one of those demanding justice.
I am here because my son disappeared while in custody. They say there was no detention, but I took my son to the police station myself. Unfortunately, we have been here for 29 years. For 1,000 weeks, we have been looking for justice.
Most of the hundreds of forced disappearances occurred in the 1990s, at the height of the Turkish state's war against the Kurdish rebel group, the PKK. But other disappearances go back to the years of military rule in the 1980s. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, then serving as Prime Minister, met in 2011 with some of the Saturday Mothers and promised justice. There were criminal investigations and even trials for those responsible for the forced disappearances, but all ended in acquittal. In recent years, the state has cracked down on the mothers, declaring their protests subversive. Istanbul's Galatasaray Square, where they meet, is now permanently sealed off, with authorities usually allowing only a weekly token presence of 10 people.
In the period especially of the early 90s, 92 to 94 mostly, an enormous number of mainly men were arrested and never seen again. As if those in power cannot bear to have these women and these relatives of the disappeared meeting every Saturday and presenting them with the crimes that the state committed.
The Saturday Mothers' 1000th week anniversary drew an outpouring of support across social media, and there's even a pop music video commemorating their struggle. A struggle the Saturday Mothers say will continue until they find justice for their lost relatives, says Birsen Karakoç, who's been searching for her brother, Ridvan, since the 1990s.
We are trying to explain that our disappeared are not orphans. We are trying to learn about their fate. We are trying to understand why they were tortured to death. We want justice. That is why we are here every week. For 30 years we have been here, since the first week, and we will continue to be here.
At the end of the ceremony, Birsen's brother, Hassan, places flowers to remember the forcibly disappeared, calling out that until all of them are found and those responsible are brought to justice, they will never give up, a sentiment shared by all those present. Dorian Jones, VOA News, Istanbul.